What is up, YouTube family? Welcome to On-Chain Gaming. My name is Jake, the On-Chain Gamer, and we have super exciting news today because Star Atlas, which is probably the most ambitious blockchain-enabled space game that is being developed right now, is doing its very first NFT drop. And this drop is going to give you real in-game power when the game releases. So I wanted to cover this. I know I have not yet been able to do my deep dive full video on Star Atlas yet. I'm still working on that. Their white paper is 40 pages long, so just give me a little bit of time, but I am going to still be releasing a full deep dive into what Star Atlas is. But just a really quick explanation before we get into this video. It is going to be an open world space exploration metaverse that is going to try to simulate the real world. Honestly, if I could compare it to anything that is out today, it would probably be Star Citizen. They're trying to be like Star Citizen, except with an infinitely explorable, algorithmically created universe. And because it's on the blockchain too, some of these regions you're gonna have to enter smart contract on to enter, where if your ship explodes, you will actually lose your NFT. It will be destroyed. So this game has a ton of potential and I cannot wait for it. Now, without further ado, let's talk about this very first NFT drop.
On-Chain Gaming.
First, I'm going to explain exactly what these NFTs are that they're selling. Then we're going to talk about what they mean for in-game. And then finally, we're going to be talking about the schedule that they're planning on releasing these NFTs over and where you can actually pick them up. So let's start by talking about what this first Genesis NFT drop for the Atlas universe is. So this is how Star Atlas describes these NFTs. As an invitation into the metaverse of an entirely new genre of experience, Star Atlas is offering everyone an opportunity to be part of the journey. The release of a series of 14 super high definition meta posters blurs the line between the real and virtual world, simultaneously bringing utility and rewards to both. So this NFT is going to be an augmented reality experience. I don't really know what that means in the context of this NFT. Augmented reality is the technology that like projects things into like this room, for example. But then they also collaborated with musicians to make these NFTs as well. And then of course, we're going to get into this last one way more in depth, but there's going to be rewards and metaverse VIP experiences in Star Atlas for buying these very first NFT drops too. Next, we're gonna get into specifically what the in-game rewards are gonna be. Before I do that, I just want to say all of these investments in future games that are not released yet, they are very, very speculative. I am probably gonna buy some of these Star Atlas NFTs just because I want to support the project and I'm excited about the game that they're building. I want it to exist, but I'm not expecting to get any sort of return on these purchases. If I do, that is epic, but just keep that in mind when you're buying NFTs for unreleased games. So this is how the NFTs will work as far as in-game loot crates go. Collecting meta posters unlocks an open-ended treasure chest of exclusive metaverse rewards and perks. The open-ended part of this treasure chest kind of piques my interest. I'm not exactly sure what that means, maybe more to come. Meta poster rewards are grouped into 5 tiers corresponding to the increasing value of the rewards. So we're gonna look at a chart in a little bit that will make that make a lot more sense. To be eligible for rewards of a given tier, a holder must own all meta posters up to the top of that tier. So we'll talk about that as well when we're looking at that chart. Bountiful rewards are dropped into wallets of eligible meta poster owners after the final ReBirth sale. Owners of meta poster tier collections remain eligible for future surprise NFT drops and treats. So that's probably why they have the open-ended part of the treasure chest in the very first line. So now let's look at this chart, the meta poster drop details. Drops are every Saturday for 14 weeks beginning on April 24th, 2021. Each poster is an open edition and will be available on the Star Atlas Marketplace and OpenSea. So this chart shows that the first couple of sales, I think the first 3 weeks, are gonna be about 7 days long. So pretty much they're gonna be continuous. You'll have the whole week to buy the first poster, a whole week to buy the second poster, a whole week to buy the third poster almost. But then by the 13th one, there's only gonna be a 3-hour sale in order to pick it up. And then if you look at this white line here, you can see that the cost of each sale is going to go up quite a lot. The first one is only $64. The final one is gonna be $262,000. So it is gonna be very expensive if you wanna try and get the tier 5 rewards. If we look on the right side of this chart, you can see the cumulative poster price. So this is if you're buying all 3 in order to unlock that tier, because remember, you need to own all the posters up to the tier that you're trying to get in-game rewards for. So the cumulative cost for tier 1 is $448. The cumulative cost for tier 2 is $1,948. The cumulative cost for tier 3 is $16,320. I am probably gonna go for tier 2 or maybe tier 3. I don't know. $16,000 is a lot to invest in a game that hasn't come out, but that said, I've put a lot of money, way more than that, into Mirandus, which also hasn't come out yet. But this is even more vague than Mirandus Deeds, to be honest, on what you're actually getting for the tier that you're unlocking. I'm gonna be interested to see. I think that there probably will be some people that go all the way to tier 5 and put in over $500,000 into this game. You have to remember, this is a pretty well-funded team, and it's also very large. I think there's now over 40 people on the Star Atlas team. There's some really talented developers here. That doesn't mean the game is gonna be a success, but the CEO really does seem to have an incredible vision, and I'm really excited for what this game is going to end up being. Then there's just one more really interesting part that I saw in the article talking about this Genesis NFT release. One more thing. Atlassians who purchase a variety of the posters will gain the opportunity to unlock a lifetime treasure chest of exclusive Metaverse incentives and rewards down the road. But we don't want to give away too many details just yet. Stay tuned. So that is very cryptic. Maybe it just goes to show that they're trying to make sure that the people that are really true fans of this project, that have been following it for a long time, really have the opportunity to come in here and buy these NFTs, because they don't want to give too much away about what it's actually going to give in game. On the other side of that, you probably hope, and they probably hope, that people over speculate, like, oh wow, this is incredible, this is game changing, I need to have all of these tiers, and then overspend too, because it's not laid out specifically what the in-game rewards are. This is all very speculative. Keep that in mind. Do not put any money into this that you cannot afford to lose. And yeah, I just want to end with that. That said, I am super excited for this game. I'm super excited for just how the blockchain is enabling far, far realer metaverses to come into existence. If that sounds epic to you as well, make sure you hit subscribe and click that notification bell so that you don't miss future blockchain gaming videos and the in-depth Star Atlas video that I'm going to be doing in the future. And then leave a big thumbs up on this video if you enjoyed it. That'll help it out in the YouTube algorithm. It'll get promoted to more people, and I really appreciate that. That helps grow my channel. And until next time, guys, have fun roaming the metaverse.